I've said this many a times, but it doesn't look like anything has changed yet. We are living through some very polarizing times. Everyone is so reactive whenever they hear something that's outside of their paradigm. And a lot of people form these confirmation biases by these algorithms in our phone. A lot of people don't even realize, and I'm getting off topic already, but nevertheless, a lot of people don't even realize that their thoughts aren't even their own. It's what they see the most. The same way how we learned our alphabet, the same way that we learned our language, the same ways that we learned our religion is through repetition. And a lot of this repetition started when we were young. So are your thoughts really your own, or did your parents, did your friends, did your community, did your phone tell you what to think, right? Now, I said I was getting off topic because I could have gone a separate way with it, but let me bring it back to what I wanted to talk about. When we have our spiritual and our religious conversations, a lot of people, because they haven't experienced what you've experienced, you're lying. That's not true. That's fake. But for example, like when I have my conversations about Christianity and about God, people say you're taking people away from God. These are principles I learned. I applied them. They worked. 1 + 1 = 2 in my world. That's like telling me my God doesn't exist. Your God isn't real. That's a video I need to make. I might make it after this one. But your God doesn't exist because that's not how my God communicates with me. Okay. But you telling me my God doesn't exist is like telling me that my mom was a 7'13" white woman with blonde hair. Does that sound accurate? My mom is a whole 5'4", 5'6" black woman. But you gonna tell me that's not my mama. From my experiences, you're gonna discount it simply because you haven't experienced it. You see, the signs and wonders, as it's told. Signs are significant. Just look at the way that it's spelled. Significant. S-I-G-N. Sign. S-I-G-N. Significance. S-I-G-N. Ificance. But nevertheless, signs are unique to you, right? So if you are a Christian person, you'll ask and you'll pray to God, and then you'll see Jesus said, Jesus said, Jesus said, Jesus said. If you're a spiritual person and you're into like numerology, for example, you'll try to manifest something and you'll see 222, 373. You'll see the same number over and over. And if you're just someone that just walks throughout life and you're not any part of any particular denomination, you put something in your mind. I want to fly to Hawaii, and then by no means of your own, some random conversation that started up at work, they were just randomly talking about Hawaii. Even though that you heard that sound, wow, I was thinking about Hawaii, and they just started talking about it. Like that was significant to you, but not to them. So when we have our spiritual conversations, our religious conversations, a lot of people, they want to transpose the way that they do things, the way that they see things on everybody else. And instead of just saying, hey, this is just an example of something that I experienced, well, since I didn't experience it, that's not real. It's not real for you. You have to find what's significant for you. You need to see how Jesus talks to you. You need to see how God talks to you. You need to see how Oshun talks to you. You need to see how the universe talks to you, the ethers talk to you. It's all personal to you. Now, I will say that I do think that there are some universal things that if we could all drop our biases, we could actually have a nice, helpful conversation about the different ways and different viewpoints, and learning the viewpoints of other people might be the missing piece that you needed, and vice versa. So I don't even really know where I wanted to go with this. It's just a thought I had on my mind. Ain't too much with it. Just open your mind up, and whatever your religious, spiritual faith is, follow the signs that come with that particular system. Like I've said before, belief systems, religious systems, they're all systems, kind of like a gaming system. You could play Call of Duty on your Xbox or your PlayStation, right? But with the Xbox, to jump is the A button. On the PlayStation, it's the X button. Are you going to fight about whether you have to press A or X, or are you going to focus on how you guys jump in the video game? Are you going to be mad that you got a sign from some pagan god? Are you going to be mad at someone signed from a pagan god based off of their religion? Or are you going to be like, well, at least what you're doing is working for you, and go about your business and go find the things that are significant for you? I don't know. That's all I got. Till the next one.